Hello. Can you guys hear me in the back okay? Good. Okay. So I am Valerian Bennett. For today's purposes, I guess you guys can call me Valeri. I'm founder and CEO of PopChest. And PopChest is an open platform for video distribution. And more to the point, it's about video monetization. A little bit of background quickly on myself and the company. So I'm based in Los Angeles, in Venice Beach. Our office is in Santa Monica, California. We were products of Boost VC, which is the premier #1 blockchain accelerator in Silicon Valley. And we also, coming out of that experience, we're backed by Huiyan Blockchain Venture, which is the largest venture capital firm focused on blockchain in China. So in Los Angeles, my background is actually in the entertainment industry. So I was a television editor for more than 10 years, mostly reality TV shows. Anybody watch The Real World on MTV? Stuff like that. And we all have a problem, all of us, which is as television goes onto the internet and effectively becomes the internet by 2020, about 80% of all traffic on the internet will be video. We have the problem that basically two companies control a vast majority of that, Facebook and Google. So if you honestly believe in the idea that your religion is freedom, then this can't exist. Because this basically allows two companies to decide what we see, it allows them to decide what we say, and ultimately it allows them to decide what we think. So most of the video distribution platforms out there, they're based on ads, right? And the thing that I've learned, which is absolutely true, working in the television industry, is that whoever writes the checks, whoever pays the money, that's who has control. So if you hear about a decentralization video platform, but it's centered around ads, that is impossible. Because at some point, it will inevitably happen that an advertiser says, you know what, my ad was placed in front of this video. I don't like what you're saying, so I'm going to take my money. And it may not be direct censorship, but it's economic censorship, right? So once you start taking the money away, then the incentive to make content is gone with it. So that's why we're offering an alternative that has no ads. And it depends on two things: direct peer-to-peer micropayments and token incentives. Now, peer-to-peer micropayments is pretty straightforward. You like something that I made, you give me a few pennies, you get to watch it. Pretty straightforward. Now, one of the really exciting things, there's a lot of exciting things about what's happening with tokens, but one of the cool things is that you can use tokens to incentivize collective behavior. So whereas micropayments allow you to simply pay your way onto the system, token incentives allow you to earn your way onto the system. So here's how it practically works, the POP network. So if I'm a creator, the fundamental use of the POP token is that I need it to be able to publish onto the network. For a viewer, I need it to be able to access content. So that's straightforward. That's your micropayments. And the exciting part comes in, well, what if you don't want to actually buy tokens? We give you an opportunity to earn them. Similar to how Bitcoin is, a lot of people just choose to buy them on the exchange, but if you put in the effort, you can go ahead and actually earn them. So let's say a content creator puts something onto the network, the video needs to be encoded. You can run a PopChest node and encode the video, and the network will reward you with tokens. Our system is principally built on two things, two decentralization technologies. The video is a combination of BitTorrent and WebTorrent, which I think most of us are probably familiar with. And we've actually built an Ethereum payment channel. So the ability to open up a channel, have an infinite amount of transactions, and then close the channel, and you only pay the fee at the beginning and the end. So that's working right now. Our next step is to make that compatible with ERC20 tokens. So that's the function of the POP token. It works to allow power to the content creator to put content onto the network for viewers It allows access to that content. And for those running nodes, it gives you the opportunity to receive tokens by helping the network out. So we're actually getting traction with the system already. Obviously, it's going to take a long time to build everything out. But what we were able to do is pretty much model what we thought the system would be. And of course, it's not completely decentralized, but the purpose of that is to make sure that once we actually do build out the complicated infrastructure, we're doing it with a purpose. We're doing it not simply to make something, high-tech gizmo. We're doing it because it's actually solving problems. So we're starting to attract bigger and bigger content creators on board. This coming month, we're going to have people that have literally 10 million subscribers between them. And we'll probably be adding at least 100,000, if not more, users onto the platform next month. So micropayments, if you take that technology in itself, can also be applied to the cable industry. They've got a big problem. People are cutting their cable subscriptions because they don't want to pay for a bill that they're basically not watching most of the stuff. So if we give you the opportunity to pay just for what you want, when you want, on demand, a la carte, you can see that that solves a really big problem for them. So coming out of this conference that I was at, it's called Cable Labs. It's a room full of 400 executives. Coming out of that, we have a proof of concept with an American cable company that should debut Q1 2018. So to wrap this up, my name, once again, is Valerian. That's my email address, Valerian@PopChest. If you go to popchest.com/token, that'll give you an opportunity to get updates as we progress. As he mentioned, I'm an American, so we have a lot of legal work to do to be able to do this in the United States, but I hope that gives us the opportunity to present ourselves as a project of quality that's taking the time to do absolutely everything right. So the token event, if it goes well, will be sometime in November. So check out popchest.com/token so that way we can be in touch as we make progress. Thanks so much for your time.